Hey guys, Amelia here. Welcome to Retreat Creative Co. Today, I want to take you inside the curriculum and run through each module of the course so we can break down a better understanding of where you might be at and what the curriculum is to get you mapping out, budgeting, running itineraries, looking at schedules, contractors, emails, ads, and the whole A to Z of running your own retreat. So let's jump straight in. Here we are inside all of the categories and lessons in Retreat Creative Co. So right now we have 69 lessons loaded, and we're updating them all the time, guys. We always have new countries and targeting and understanding and results, and we're always reloading them into the course so that you can stay up to date with the current method, okay? So to begin, let's take a look inside. So here are all of our categories, page 1 and 2. The first that we're looking at today is just the formula and the foundations. So here, you're going to learn about who we are and our journey to get to 10 years of running sold out retreats and then coaching over 200 students through our doors using our same method. You're going to meet our graphic designers, you're going to meet our copywriters, the Facebook ad manager, and just any contractors like photographers or chefs or anyone that we can refer and you can also use. All right. So you get to meet the awesome team. And of course, you have access over here in our actual Retreat Creative Co forum, which is where the 200 plus members are. And this is where you're going to ask any questions. We're going to let you know whenever we've loaded new lessons. And people are just going to be in general helping each other and celebrating amazing retreats. Okay. So you'll be introduced into that and have access. Next up, we're looking at the year business plan. So we want to map out what does the next 12 months look like for you? Do you want to run one retreat or do you want to run 10? Do you have an existing database or are we starting from scratch? So we're mapping out and nutting out all of those finer details that really customizes this program to you. We talk about motivation and the fact that this is really like if you put in, you get out, and usually 10 times when we're talking about return on ad spend of your business anyway, and that return on investment. So we want to get a couple of things out in the open that really helps you identify the type of student and person that will succeed versus the one that might not get their business and dream business up and running. So we want to help you be more like this person. And the good news is that 90% of people who attempt this succeed. So that's awesome news. But we really just want to map out like efficiency and principles and just ways that you're going to ensure that you get that extra mile out of yourself. So we also have the Google Drive intro. So you'll get your very own Google Drive folder. It's going to be preloaded with every single template that you need, our to-do list, all of the logins so that my team can get access. So depending on whether you're in our course only or you're in our full coaching, my team will have access in the back end. All right. So that's where we get to communicate on our phone calls. So whenever you're booking in a call, if you're doing my full coaching, that will look like weekly or every 2 weeks. And if you're doing the course, that will be your introduction to map everything out with you. And then that progress follow-up call just before everything goes live. All right. So how to stay on track and then running through the strategy, the who, what, when, how, why, everything that you need to know. So that is foundation, okay? After that, we're moving into the fundamentals. So let's take a look at that curriculum. So here we're really looking at your theme, your branding, your business name, your logo, who you are, who your clients are, and really learning what impact you want to leave on them, who you might need to collaborate with to deliver that. So we're really looking at workshops, what is the environment where we're retreating? What day trips or what else do we want them to experience and to see? What workshops will you teach? Who will you hire to fill in the blanks and start to price that up as well? So we're also looking at identifying your target audience. for the advertising later down the track, so we can start to niche your ads and your market so that you get your ideal client who is, aged between this and that, male or female, whereabouts they are in the world, many different ways. We do echo, demo, geographic targeting, and interests and behaviors. So all of that's coming up down the track in your Facebook ads section. We're also going to show you how to set up all of your business accounts and what you're going to need in terms of a CRM system, in terms of the calendar booking system, the automating tools that bring your leads in and run through the funnels automatically. So it's all about working smarter, not harder here. So we're going to show you the programs that will support your business moving forward and will be like staff to you. So how to set all of that up, all video training, we map it all out so there's no guesswork here. Then we're moving into Facebook ad setup and optimization. So whether or not my team will need access, and we'll be doing that together at this point, or whether you're going to be going in, starting to set up your own Facebook forum, which is so important, guys, to have your own community like we do over here in Retreat Creative Co, where you get to share everyone's wins. You get to bring your people together. And remember, this is the main reason that they're booking your retreat. They want community, and they can see that you're offering that. The way that we can see that is we're showing them in your advertising. We're talking about it with the forum. We're letting them know that friendships on these retreats, we have reunion retreats and catch-up dinners and events, and it's everlasting. And that's really what they're buying into. You've heard me say it before. I'm going to say it again. Community is the new currency. So you really want to bring your people together and show them that you have that edge as opposed to others. So we show you how to set up a Facebook forum. It's really important because you can get emails that way, and just how to run it, how to hold the space, and what to talk about in there so that it's easy for you too. Yeah, I'm not one for showing up on social media and having a massive personality online. I prefer privacy and simplicity. And so we show you from that perspective how to run this business and what the minimum is required. So super easy. And then social media preparation. So how to schedule posts, what to post, what type of content to use. So we try to make this as easy as possible for you. So once you've finished this section, you'll be either catching up with me to run over your client's profile, or you'll just be moving forward in the course knowing who we are advertising to and what the benefits of this retreat are going to be. Super important to know so we know how to sell and how to pitch to your market. Next is the fun begins. We get to go venue scouting. Even better when it involves hopping on a plane and actually going to the destination. But first, let's map out what are your top choices before you book that flight so that you're going to your top venues and they have been approved in our feasibility analysis, which means you will be making at least 6,000 euros profit, so 10K plus on your first retreat. So we look at trend analysis and finding the right location. Typically, that is the country that you are currently living in right now, so that's the lowest lying fruit. That's easier for, within your network to be able to reach. It's easy for you to run because it's a couple of hours away from home, and you can, scale up to 10 annually if that's what you're looking to do, and also just to get comfortable and professional and it be easily accessible. It's also important for it to be accessible to an airport or a main transport destination and hub if you have ads on, and we have international travelers and tourists coming in as well. So we look into all of that, the statistics of what travel tourism that particular destination is getting, and it's really important to do that trend analysis when we're looking at your secondary or your international location. We don't want to choose somewhere that's only getting 1 million tourists a year. If there's somewhere else similar that's getting 11, it's obviously, go with the demand and that majority market. So we'll explain so much deeper about that as we get in. And if you're doing the course with us, we're going to be the coaching with us, we're going to be kind of hand in hand breaking down those top venues together. Next, we actually go and start benchmarking the venue and checking that the facilities have space for indoor, outdoor, or whatever it might be that you specifically need for your retreat. Remember, you're all teaching such unique things here. So we need to make sure that that venue is suitable for you and that, bed sheets are clean, everything's looking up to scratch, and any negotiating that can be done before you book the dates and get everything set. After that, we're moving straight into the feasibility. One of my favorite parts, you saw it on the explanation video on the strategy call, where we break down a weekend retreat and a week-long exotic destination retreat. We look at the hard costs, the soft costs, the retail prices, and your profit margin, which can scale between 10,000 and 40,000 AUD, or about 6 up to 25,000 euros. So incredible results across our own and our students' retreats. So we break it down in here for you, and we look at all of your pricing. So if you need to contract any facilitators, we tell you the average prices of chefs and yoga teachers and what you can expect, what you're paying too much for, and how to bring that down as well as how to negotiate with the venue. So we've got templates for all of that. You send them the questions, which, identify that it's a low risk deposit, and also there's a cancellation policy. We've got plan Bs for everything. We don't want you to get stuck in something that's not affordable, that is too risky in terms of upfront payment and has no flexibility in cancellation. So we actually help you set those boundaries from that first venue, okay? So after that, you'll be booking a flight or taking a trip and going to check out the top options. And as I always say, the venue will choose you. You'll know the one when you're there, when you meet the manager or the owner, and you get to decide who you'd like to be doing business with and holding space there multiple times a year. After that, it's all about the itinerary. So now we get to look at creating a gorgeous itinerary for your retreat. And I'm going to show you some options here. So you'll have access to this folder when you're inside, and it is all of our students' retreats all around the world. So you're going to be able to look at how they map out an itinerary, what photos they use, what the intros are, what the mapped out days look like, how to list your inclusions, how to list your pricing, what's not included and what's important to say. We also give you the terms and conditions, super important to have, especially if there's international movement with, the world. It can be unexpected, and we don't want those refunds on you guys. We want to make sure that your clients have their own travel insurance. So we give you our video release waivers, we give you everything that you need. And of course, you can map out your beautiful itinerary and use one of our graphic designers to bring also yours to life. So this is, for example, my beautiful Greece retreat over in the islands. We really want to feature the beautiful, bright images. We want people to know what they're seeing, tasting, touching, feeling, what they can expect on each day. Relaxation, education, transformation, I'm rhyming again, and beautiful, unique moments. So you want them to see it all mapped out with the pricing, the payment plans, and most importantly, so that they can actually book into a call with you straight into your calendar. So adding in those hyperlinks also. Okay, so that's what it looks like. Now back over here, after we have a gorgeous itinerary and we've mapped out, what you're taking, what your clients are, what the benefits of these retreats are, your people that you're hiring, every cost and everything is set. You even know your profits. We're ready to launch and make this dream come true. Or maybe you've already made it come true, but you've run out of leads, so we need to start advertising to expand. So wherever you're at, this is the part where we get everything launched to your existing database, and then we can gauge what we need. So after that, let's go back into the main curriculum. We're now moving on to our fourth category, which is all of those itinerary examples. So more in-depth information. Like I mentioned, we've got people who run meditation retreats. We have doctors who do longevity retreats. We have yoga teachers and Pilates, you name it. There's someone running it. So lots of examples in there for you. After this, we're now moving into the CRM system. So mapping out email advertising. We're looking at the list and how important it is if you have one, how to warm them up, ready to pitch, or if you don't, how to start actually mapping out how to get them. So firstly, we must have a calendar booking system and all of the apps that allow you to even, for example, I've made a sale sitting in an airport before because I have all of the apps on my phone. It's all automated. The leads are coming in. You're doing your voice memo reach outs or taking a booked call. So we show you how to run this and update it from your phone alone. But of course, you need the laptop or a computer to actually create the course and get all of the content. Yeah. We talk about, my husband Foti starts coming in and talking about the money is in the list. So if you do already have a database, how we're going to work and twerk that. We move into the client management system. So breaking down your CRM and what that looks like and how you're going to be utilizing it. We show you how we have the qualifying process where they will actually tell you where they're at and what they're looking for right now in a retreat. So we show how that links into the sale and also how to do your reports to see who is engaging, who's opening, who's clicking, and what the average rates should be looking like and how to increase their performance if you're getting low click-throughs. But basically your click-through means also in reports that is your interested audience. So don't worry about the people that might not even be opening your emails. We want to focus on the ones that are and that are taking that step further and opening your itineraries and your calendar links and your Facebook forums and really engaging. How to build authority on your Facebook page with getting reviews. And if you don't have reviews, how to get some of our students and our community to leave them for you as well. And just how to really build that authority on your Facebook page so it doesn't look like you're a brand new business. If you are, maybe you've been around for a while and that's not going to be a problem. But a lot of the time we can hustle up some more reviews and testimonials, especially videos, so that we can get people seeing and feeling and hearing your audience and what ripple effect you're having. And that's how they're going to relate and really want to be a part of that with you. So how to do all of that, how to set up your calendar system so that it, can be multi worldwide audience and you can be taking calls from different times and that's not clashing in your schedules, and how to set up so that people show up as well. That's really important. So cancellation or reminders and everything that you're going to need. Also how to write the email to your existing database. So ask me, or else they'll be loaded in this course, in this lesson, templates that you can send to your warm audience. So we want to invite them and give them a little VIP discount because they are first spots, early birds, that type of idea. So we'll invite them, see how many organic sales you get, which is awesome because you didn't pay for those. And then we'll move on to that ad spend in Facebook ads. So all of the email templates, so this goes from your last minute specials to your actual automation, which is the 5 email sequence that our copywriters give you templates for, and we give you so many examples of inside here. So you get to actually see how my existing students pitch their retreat and how they offer their products and their downsells and their last minute specials and their VIP discounts. We even have templates for post-retreat emails showing everyone and sharing your testimonials and favorite photos and next invitations. So everything you need to know, it's going to be in here on how to reach out. Creating the automation. So this is actually teaching you how to use the technology side of your software so that in the future, if you have another automated idea, like you have now a course or a classes or online products that you want to sell, you'll actually be able to create a new email funnel and send it to all of the leads that your ads have generated for you. So some of my students have managed to sell NLP classes and meditation courses and sign people up to weekly yoga classes or one-on-one online naturopathy sessions, you name it. You can sell it. Once you've built that audience and that list, you'll be able to utilize them, whether it's monthly moon meditations that one of my clients successfully does and only charges 11 euros for, sends an email out to her 1,000 list and gets 160 or so turning up. So you do the maths. It's awesome. And so we're showing you how to really build your brand, not just your high ticket retreat. And then post retreat emails and everything else that you need on the journey. So setting up the buyer's automation. So we also automate that. As soon as someone purchases from you, you tag them as a buyer, they stop coming through the sequence, and then they enter into your buyer automation as well. So if you're doing the course right now, you're going to follow these videos and set it all up yourself. If you're doing our coaching, we set that whole first round up for you, and then we'll hand it over on the second retreat so that you know how to do all of this yourself. Okay. And then it's just about like after your first retreat, how to come back through, edit in your second dates and just update all of your software, yeah, so that you're always pushing out a current message. So after that, we move into negotiations. So let's take a look. Well, this is your negotiations with your venue, which we already ran over. So just its own section on that one. And then we hop into the exciting part, the Facebook ads. So this part is where most of my clients don't have the experience. If you do, and you're doing the course, that's going to be awesome for you. You're literally able to be able to follow through our best performing ads, all of our targeting, set it up yourself and get your ads all connected to your CRM, and then they'll be running through your automation. If not, and this is your first time and you're doing the coaching, then we're doing this together. So Foti will give you ideas of best performing ads that are similar to your location, usually on the other side of the world, so that we don't have double ups in the same areas. But just show you like best performing existing ads so that you know you're more likely to spend between like the 800 to 1600 euros on that retreat to be able to get that return on ad spend, which is usually a 6 times, but we've seen up to 30 times return on ad spend. So crazy results. And that happens once your ads mature and you're on like your 4th retreat. One of our amazing students, Anita, she only spent £170 on her 4th round of ads to sell out her 4th retreat. So incredible return on ad spend. So it's all tried and tested. So we're giving you those results of our own and our top performing students. But also showing you how to do it yourself, how to think for yourself, how to write like a copywriter and how to write to your audience. A lot of the time we get confused with writing about ourselves and your audience, which is, you know, awesome for them to know your credibility, but the audience really wants to know that you understand them and that you know how to get them from where they are to where they want to be and what tools you're going to show them, and that you can relate to them so that they don't just feel like a test subject and rather, you know, a part of and understood and heard and seen. Maybe some people are sharing things, you know, for the very first time at your retreat. So it's just important that you really know like their shoes and you've walked that path and you're really showing them that through your testimonials and your wisdom and your openness. So we show you how to write that ad copy so that it's really targeted more to the pain point solution. How to choose the right images, or whether it's a carousel ad or a short video ad, or which type of images perform best. So we go through many different options there. How to create your ads if you're doing it yourself in the course. Otherwise, you don't so much have to worry about that part. If you're doing the coaching with us, then we actually set up your first campaigns and 10 to 15 ads, and you'll end up with your top performing 3 to 5. And that's what we show you on your second round, how to actually turn them back on, change the date, update them slightly, and then your system will just be rerunning as per usual. So we do that part for you in the full coaching. And then duplicating your best performing ads. So this might be for a new destination with the same audience. So if you're just popping up a new ad, you can use your best performers and just change the photos and the relevant information. So we show you all how to do that through videos. Your targeting. So who you're targeting your ads to generate highly qualified leads. And that means we need to know the age, the parameters, the locations. So we show you everything how to do that, including interests and behaviors and how you can really niche down your audience and look for the people who are essentially looking for you. Let's flick over the page and how to use our other automating tools and program I was mentioning earlier. And that's so that you don't have to take out all of those Facebook leads yourself and run them through the emails. That all happens automatically, and you just get to view the reports of how those campaigns performed. So very exciting, and we go much further into detail in each of these videos. But we are up to sales training. Really one of my favorites. Kind of like you hate it or love it, sales. And I really try to teach you and get you in a mindset where it's very natural, very comfortable. As I mentioned, your clients, as they apply for your retreat, are telling you where they are at and why this retreat is calling out to them and what they're hoping to gain from the experience. So they're coming in, and you're able to, as an intuitive healer or professional that you are, I'm sure, you're able to really take that information and identify where that person is, and how you can reach out to them, and how you can help them with what your retreat is offering, or simply just to come and have a conscious break where they can get out of their mind and come back to their heart, put down the technology and come back into nature. Sometimes the more simple it is, the more effective even. And like I said, just having that community who can hear you and support you. Maybe you just need to be listened to. So we show you really how to connect genuinely and authentically, and have those conversations. So we walk through overcoming objections, how to hold the perfect pitch and Zoom video when you're on a sales call, what to show them, what not to show them, what to talk about, what not to say. And I love really helping you refine your sales technique, because if you can sell your beautiful retreat and yourself, that you're the host of this space, and they're going to want to come on this journey with you. If you can be magnetic to your audience, you're going to find it really easy to sell this, because it's also wellness tourism, and that industry alone is booming. If we can line it up where people want to go anyway, with a beautiful conscious holiday where they're going to make new friends and have the best time, who doesn't want to come on this, right? It's just a matter of like what price and when. So we really show you how to move through like butter those sales calls. How to do sales tracking and your end of month. So all of your accounting, we make sure that nothing goes unnoticed, so that we can also track your return on ad spend and look at how well you're doing each month and each year, and set some personal goals with you. We've got videos on my ads alive now. What do I do? So lots of hand holding. Like I said, every part of the process, you're going to be updated and know where you're at. How to unlock your highest potential with sales. And this is life-changing in itself. So just how to overcome your limiting beliefs, and how to get out of your own way, and how to really put yourself with your best foot forward in terms of how you take care of yourself, and the right time to do sales calls and the wrong time to do it as well, how not to get hung up on. So the conversation, how to control it. We've even got confidence training in here. So I filmed actual videos of me walking other students who are just at a bad point mentally, and we really needed to overcome some hurdles. And the super cool part is these videos that I've recorded with those clients, they're doing so well now. So it just goes to show that it's just if you're willing and you're open, and we can help you and guide you, and you can be honest with us, and we can support you, we're going to overcome anything that holds you back here, and you're going to see how limitless you really become. So if you need some confidence training, book in a call with me if you're in the full coaching. And if you're not, go through all of these. Really make sure that you spend time in your sales training, and I'll keep uploading anything that I know will help as well. I've listed in here documentaries to watch, and YouTube videos, and just so much. I think even recorded sales videos of my own, voice memo examples, and you can forward me yours as well, so I can give you feedback on those. So I'm in your back pocket. with this. If you're doing the full coaching, I'm really helping you close those sales and helping you with your follow-ups. But if not, feel free to forward me your examples just so I can be there and support from a distance as well. Back to the categories, because now we are loaded and ready to go. So after that, let's flick over. We're nearly there. We're preparing for launch now. So looking at payment processing and what software you could use. I recommend 3, and they're all international. So wherever you are, we're going to find a way that you can invoice and that your clients can also take payment plans with you. Super important. You make it accessible to them. Tutorials on how to use those and how to send those, just in case you haven't sent an invoice in this way before working for yourself. Terms and conditions, mentioned earlier how important they are to have. So you just can change and swipe ours and load those in to get those signed by every single client that goes on your retreat. So that you can also, like I said, get those photo release waiver forms and everything signed. How to use ActiveCampaign, how to use your CRM system. So just a daily workflow of your jobs each day. Like I mentioned, how to do your reporting and see your hot leads and who to really focus on, where your sales are going to be. Keep in mind, people will also be booking into your calendar, so you'll also be taking booked sales calls. How to launch your Facebook event and email to the database. So we're starting to get some action here. What to pack lists for yourself as the facilitator, because I don't forget about you, but also what your guests need to pack so that they come really prepared and they've got everything you need them to have. And we'll discuss that. Testimonials. So the questions that I literally want you to sit your clients down and ask them on the retreat at the end, so that we can capture their experience and we can share that with your other people who are sitting on the fence, just waiting to see some of the amazing insight. So we show you exactly how to capture that. Pre and post retreat care for your clients and follow up. And then again, some more or daily workflow. So this is looking at a 6-figure retreat leader, what their day looks like and how they run it and how they map it all out. So we have, I just want to mention, people who are working like 3 jobs and this. We also have clients that quit their job to move into this after seeing the results on that first year return. And then we also have people who, parent whilst doing this and have other things going on in their life. So just from all angles, what this can look like for you based on how much time you have to integrate. Okay, so back over, we are going into the final segment. So we are done. This is the last to-do list, I say, when we get to this point and we have your post-retreat call. So if you are doing the course only, maybe you saved your call because you sold out your retreat to your organic database and you didn't need that progression call with me. So maybe we are catching up right now and we're talking about the retreat and how to roll into scaling up your business now. Or this is one of our final calls if you're in our coaching, and we are running through the to-do list and then how to rerun that into your next one, turning your ads back on. Maybe your second retreat is already sold out from your first ad campaign, but just what to do from here. So how to get your content updated throughout all of your emails and your advertising once you have your amazing testimonials back. And I've also given you examples of real life testimonials of my own, so you can even see how to hold that space. We have, updating all of your funnels, all of your ads, all of the dates, everything that you need to know, and the post-retreat plan. So where to from here? What are your goals? We need to set some bigger ones, and we need to look at 12 to 5 years and what that now looks like for you, what our ultimate goals are, whether we're staying in the country we are, or we're starting to look at multinational retreats and maybe potentially changing your audience. So depending on your plans, and we always nudge and encourage in the bigger direction. So this is really a time to just review everything and make sure that you're ready to rerun, reload, and relaunch. And if there's any hiccups along the way or any wobbles, get you back on track. It's funny, a lot of my students come back to me kind of on their third or fourth retreat. It's almost like a little dip in confidence. Maybe it's a sticky time that they're selling in, like Christmas, for example, not a good time to be selling your retreats. Everyone's busy. But whatever it is, they come back and, we review all of those limiting beliefs that can come up again. And I tell them, this is the path of running your own business. There's always upgrading and evolving to do. So, yeah, just like becoming the student into the master. And that can take, many attempts, but if you persist and you really put your best foot forward, you show up and you do the work and you do the calls, there is really nothing between your dream ultimate life. And that's why we sold our gym, our real estate agency, our house, our cars, everything. And we just like full wing spread launched into this business and living internationally, being able to generate leads from wherever we are, work online, make sales, make communities, bring people together, and just give the world what it really needs. And ultimately, you give yourself everything that you could have dreamed and desired. So stick to it. I tell people if I gave up on, that one time someone first hung up on me, or, the first iffy client I had on a retreat, or the bad sales call, whatever it is, or the first no, I wouldn't be where I am today. And the resilience of this journey of stepping up into leadership and stepping up into owning your own business as well is going to take you so far, not only professionally, but personally. You probably won't even recognize yourself 12 months from now. And, 5 years from now, your whole life could look different. So whatever it is that you're wishing in, I am right now hoping that you have the courage and what it takes to just keep moving forward, keep failing forward, two steps forward, one step back, and just moving towards your dreams, because it is possible. We've seen it not only and proven it ourselves, but seen 200 plus students come through our doors and do the same. And we cannot wait to hear and see you. So I'll either see you on our next coaching call, or if you have any questions, you can ask them in each module in here, and also utilize our support system over here in our community. So thank you so much for being here, guys, and we will be talking soon, I am sure. Bye for now. Thank you.